Okay, Shalom, Israel. This is the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. Started out on 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commanding General YAHANNA. You understand that since 1969, we have been teaching the truth according to the Bible. And what is that truth? That truth is that blacks, Hispanics, and natives are the 12 tribes of Israel. You understand? And nobody else, man. You understand? No other nation are qualified to say that they are those people. You understand? No other nation are qualified to say that they are who you are, black man. You understand? But even though they try to be, you understand? That so-called Israeli over there, that Israeli over there who tries to claim your charity, your heritage. You know what I'm saying? Your inheritance. He does not qualify for that, man. You understand? He don't qualify for it, but you do, black man. You understand? You qualify for it. You understand? Hey, look, my name is Officer 50, not the shy. I'm coming out of I.S.U.P.K, Alabama, man. You understand? This is the Brotherhood class. And we broadcasting live from the Richard Shower Center, man. Broadcasting live from the Richard Shower Center one more time, man. You understand? One more time to bring this truth out to our people, man. You know what I mean? Got a little short class tonight, man. We ain't gonna be in here too long, man. I want to hit a couple of scriptures, man, to kind of help us throughout our day, help us throughout our week, and help us fight these battles that we have to fight on a regular basis, man. You understand? But before we get started, I'd like to say if y'all got any questions, throw them in the chat, man. You know what I'm saying? Any questions, throw them in the chat. I will be monitoring the chat throughout the class. So if you have any questions, feel free to throw them in there, man. Feel free to throw your questions in the chat. All right. I say Shalom Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah Brakatah to all the brothers. Shalom Yahweh Shamar Lathan Bashim Yahweh Shah. Tonight we're talking about fighting demons, man. You know what I mean? First scripture we're gonna pull is 2 Corinthians chapter 10, starting at verse 4. 2 Corinthians chapter 10, starting at verse 4. All right. Let's pull that up real quick, man. I'll share the screen with y'all tonight. Since I'm reading, I might as well read along with y'all as y'all read along with me, man. You know what I mean? But 2 Corinthians chapter 10, start around the 4th verse. All right. Make sure y'all like and share the class, man. Make sure y'all like and share the class. We need to push this truth out while we can, man. You know what I mean? Because it's going to come a time when you ain't going to be able to do it. You understand? All right, let's zoom in for y'all real quick. Starting at verse 4. I'm trying to make myself a little bit bigger. How do I do that? Boom. All right. 2 Corinthians chapter 10, verse 4 says this: For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal. That's a heavy statement right there in itself, man. That's a heavy statement right there in itself. It says, for the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through the Most High power to the pulling down of strongholds, man. You know what I mean? I always run into brothers that ask me the same questions, man. You know what I'm saying? They see we in the all black, studded up, boots tucked in, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? We looking ominous, looking intimidating. They want to ask me if we got some guns hid out somewhere. We got some artillery hid out somewhere, man. But my answer is always the same, man. Right here in these scriptures. For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, man. You know what I mean? Whether I had the artillery or not, it don't matter. Because if the Lord ain't with me, it don't matter if you got an M16, an AR-15, you got an AK-47, you got all these weapons. It doesn't matter. Because at the end of the day, the weapons of our warfare are not carnal. You understand? It don't matter what you have, man. It don't matter what you have. You will still be defeated in battle if the Lord is not with you. What we want is the Lord to be with us. We want the Lord to be on our side, man. You understand? We want the Lord to be with us. It says, for the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, man. And that's in your daily life, man. The weapons, who you fight on a daily basis is not that person that you see. the things that you fight on a daily basis is not the person that's in front of you. You think you fighting that person in front of you. That's not who you fighting. You understand? You think that, oh man, I got to I got to deal with this dude when I go to work, man. You ain't really got to deal with, that's not who you're fighting against. You understand? Who you fighting against is that demon that's inside of you. And you got to fight that demon that's inside of you, or you got to fight that demon that's inside of them. You understand? That's who you're fighting. You fight the demon inside of them. You understand? We're right now on the bottom of the society. Why? Because we are dealing with an oppressor that's over us. This oppressor that's on top of us was placed on top of us because we lost a spiritual battle. We didn't keep these laws, statutes, commandments. And because of that, we're on the bottom of society. And we're having to deal with these things. You understand? If you go back into the scriptures, you'll see that we was on top of society. You understand? We was as they say, the cream of the crop. You understand? But what happened? When we didn't keep these laws, we didn't keep these statutes and commandments, what happened? We fell off, man. We fell down to the bottom, man. You know what I'm saying? And now we have to go to a slavery every single day. You understand? That's a spiritual issue, man. That's not a carnal issue. That's a spiritual thing, man. You know what I mean? For the weapons of warfare are not carnal, but mighty through the Most High power, mighty through God to the pulling down of strongholds. That's how you're going to pull those strongholds down, man. How else are you going to pull down America? How else are you going to pull down America unless you do it with the Most High power, man? How else are you going to do this, man? You're not going to do it just by voting. You're not going to vote into power. You, blacks, Hispanics, and natives, you're not going to get power with Donald Trump getting in office, man. You're not going to get no kind of power. So, like, let me make sure I mute my device here. So, like, I show a little Christ, huh? Mm-hmm. Yeah, we are restrained. Good to see you, man. Good to see you in here, man. Trying to turn my situation. There it is. Trying to mute my mic. You know what I'm saying? Mute my device. Boom, boom, boom. Boom. Yeah, we in the game. All right. But yeah, how else are you gonna pull down America? We in 2 Corinthians chapter 10 and verse 4. How else are you gonna pull down these strongholds? How else are you gonna pull down, destroy America? You ain't gonna destroy America. So like, you're not gonna get power in America. I say it like that because your modern day Christian isn't trying to get. They're not trying to destroy America, but they want power just the same. They want to be treated fairly. You understand? In order to get treated fairly, you got to have power. You understand? So how are you gonna get power unless you have the Most High on your side? You understand? How you gonna get power by voting for Joe Biden, voting for Donald Trump? You voting for Donald Trump thinking you're gonna get power. You're not going to get the power that you're looking for. You understand? The only thing you're gonna get is to continue to be at the bottom. You understand? You'll continue being at the bottom, man. You understand? So we got to pull these strongholds down, but we're not pulling them down with muscle. You know what I'm saying? So to speak, you're not pulling them down just by, you know what I mean, being as strong as you possibly can. You in the weight room every day lifting weights. You understand? You can be in the weight room all you want to, but if the Lord ain't on your side, you're not going to pull down any strongholds. That muscle will do you no good if the Lord ain't on your side. You understand? Only way we're going to pull these strongholds down is by doing what the Most High God told us. And that's keeping these laws, statutes, and commandments, man. You understand? Hey, if you could, Baba, read verse 5, man. Since you're in here, man. I ain't got to struggle trying to share the screen and read at the same time. So, like.
This is the book of 2 Corinthians chapter 10, verse 5. Casting down imaginations.
Right.
And every high thing that exalted itself against the knowledge of God.
Right. That's what you're dealing with right there, man. You got to cast down these imaginations. And that's what we're doing in the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, man. We are casting down imaginations, man. Every high thing that exalts itself against the knowledge of God. That's what your Christian church does. They exalt themselves against the knowledge of God because they think they know better. Your Christian pastor think that he knows that he don't have to keep the law, statutes, and commandments. He knows that he can eat that pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster. You know what I'm saying? And he's gonna be fine. He think that he can pray over that crab boil and it's gonna be fine. That's an imagination, man. That's in your imagination right there, bro. We gotta cast that imagination down. We got to cast down the imagination of thinking that you can just sleep with whores and it's okay. You know what I'm saying? That's an imagination in your head, bro. You know what I'm saying? And thinking that, oh man, I'm finna get her and I'm gonna turn her and she gonna be good. Nah, bro. That woman already got a husband. That woman already got a man, and you trying to turn her, you understand, into a Christian woman, to a righteous woman. You know what I mean? But what we're doing is we're exalting ourselves against the knowledge of God, man. We're exalting ourselves against Him because the Lord told us that we cannot turn our daughters into whores. You understand? We can't turn these children into whores. But that's our problem, man. We want to do that. We want to do that. We want to take these sisters and turn them into whores, try to mask it with having multiple wives, man. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing wrong with getting you multiple wives, but you got to do it the right way, man. You know what I'm saying? You got to do it the right way, man. All right. Keep reading on that Bible shot.
God. And bring it into captivity every thought to the obedience of Christ.
And that's right, man. We got to bring every thought, you understand, into obedience of Christ, man. I was reading Psalms chapter 1 the other day, and it was talking about how King David was saying that, so like I could be wrong with the name. It was talking about the author was saying that he wanted to purify himself, man. You know what I'm saying? Basically, he wanted to purify himself and take all the stuff that that's not in obedience to Christ and get rid of it. You know what I'm saying? He was purifying himself, man. And that's what you got to do. That's what we have to do. We got to bring ourselves into captivity. You know what I mean? We got to bring our thoughts and our minds and our ways into the captivity of Christ, man. You know what I'm saying? And have our thoughts into obedience of that. That's how you gonna that's how you fight this war, man. That's how you fight this war. Because this warfare ain't carnal. But it is a spiritual warfare. And you got to be obedient to Christ to do that, man. You understand? You got to be in obedience to Christ to handle that. All right? Keep reading, Bible shop.
And having in a readiness to revenge all disobedience.
It says, and having in readiness to revenge all disobedience, man. Knowing that before you came into the truth, you was a disgusting bastard. Knowing that before you came into the truth, you was a whore. Knowing that before you came into the truth, you was that low down dog that sold crack to our people. You understand? Knowing that you was a highfalutin Christian that thought you was better than everybody else. Knowing that you was an unalive. You know what I'm saying? How you take pride in unaliving your people, man? You can't take pride in what you've done before you came into this truth, man. What you did before you came into the truth was nothing. And it means nothing. And it is nothing. You got to be ready to revenge that, man. You understand? You got to be ready to say, all right, I'm gonna get on top of that. I'm going to fix that. You understand? I'm going to fix that. Keep reading.
When your obedience is fulfilled.
When your obedience is fulfilled. You got to revenge that disobedience and obey the Most High God. You understand? And it says when your obedience is fulfilled. So not only are you obeying Christ, not only are you keeping these laws, statutes, and commandments, you ain't eating pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster. You're not celebrating Christmas. You're not celebrating Thanksgiving and all this. But you are obeying Christ, and then you going the extra mile and revenging that disobedience you did before. So it's not enough just to say, I'm keeping these laws, statutes, and commandments. That's what your individualites do. Your individualites keep the laws, so they say. They keep these laws, statutes, and commandments. They keep a Passover of some type. But what they don't do is what Christ said. They don't keep the spirit of the law. You understand? They don't keep the spirit of the law. And that's what Christ taught us to do, to keep the spirit of the law. All right? Keep reading, Moses.
Verse 7. Do ye look on things after the outward appearance? If any man trust to himself that he is Christ, let him of himself think this again.
It says, if any man think that he is Christ, let him of himself think this again. You understand? You can't be just on the outside looking good. You can't just be fringed up with a headband on. You know what I'm saying? You got to be more than that. You know what I mean? You got to touch this truth every day, man. You got to touch this truth every day. You got to push this line every single day, man. That's the only way you're going to be able to revenge that disobedience. Only way you're going to be able to say, all right, I'm really obeying Christ, man. And I really want to get that scripture, man. Because even when the author of Psalms was saying that he was purifying himself, he was already found to be the man of God. But he took upon himself a nature of humbleness, man. And he said in himself that, you know what, I still got some growth I need to do, man. You know what I mean? He said he got some growth that he needs to do. Let me read this real quick. Boom, 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 boom. Get this real quick. Boom, boom, boom. I can't get to it quickly enough. Don't sweat. You gotta test it like this, man. Nah, I can't even find the scripture I was looking for. But this is how it is, man. It gotta be more than what's on the outside. It's gotta be more than that. You gotta be more than that, man. You gotta be more thorough than that. All right. Hey, let's drop that and let's go to Matthew chapter 12 and verse 45. Matthew chapter 12 and verse 45. Mm-hmm. Because this is how we got to do, man. This has to be the way you think, man. This is how you have to think about these things, right? Because the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, man. The weapons of the things that we fight every day is not the person on the job. It's not your boss. It's not your wife. It's not your kids. That's not who you fight. You fighting the demon that's on them, man. You fighting the demon that's on you. And how do you overcome those demons? How do you overcome those disobedient people, man? You know what I'm saying? The only way you can do that is by fighting with the Lord on your side, man. You know what I'm saying? Get counsel on your particular situation and figuring out what you got to do to correct the issues that you have, man. You understand? Correct the problems that you have and how to correct the issues that your family members have, your real guy, or how to deal with it, man. You understand? Because this is how it is, man. Read this, Bubba Shop.
Come. This is the book of Matthew, chapter 12, verse 45.
Mm-hmm.
Then God, he and take it.
It's like go to verse 43, 12:43.
Come. This is Matthew chapter 12, verse 43.
Uh-huh.
When the unclean spirit is gone out of a man, he walking through dry places,
right,
seeking rest and finding none. This
is what that unclean spirit does, right? This unclean spirit has left us, right? We came into the truth. We put off the celebrating Christmas. We put off eating pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster, eating catfish, man. We put that off. We put off eating catfish and eating some more. Eating that Kaneka sausage that you enjoy so much. You know what I'm saying? We put all that off, man. You know what I mean? We put off that disobedient spirit. And this disobedient spirit does what? Read it again. He does what? He goes what? He walketh.
He walking through dry places, seeking rest,
right,
and finding none.
He looking for rest because he been resting in you for the last 30 years, for the last 25 years, man. He been walking inside of you for the last 40 years, man. But now he had to leave. You done put him out. You understand? You done put him out. And now he's looking for rest. He's walking through those dry places trying to find somewhere to go. He can't find nowhere. Keep going.
Come, verse 44. Then he said, I will return into my house from which I came out. He said, I will return into my house from which I came out, man. He gonna try to go back to where he was. You understand? And this is the fight that you are fighting on a daily basis. That unclean spirit that you had is trying to come back and get rest because he's trying to find somewhere to sleep. You know what I'm saying? He's trying to find somewhere to go. He's been inside of you for the last 30 years, and now he's trying to find somewhere else to go, right? He said he's going to go back home where he been. Keep going. Come. And when he is come, he find it empty, swept, and garnished. He said he find it empty, swept, and garnished. Because you didn't clean yourself up. You're a better person now. You don't do the you don't go to the strip clubs no more. You don't go to Boomers no more like you used to. You know what I'm saying? You don't go whatever that strip club I used to go to on the south side. You don't go to those places anymore. You know what I mean? You done fixed yourself up. You done swept up and cleaned up and garnished it. You understand? And garnished it. Keep going. Come, verse 45.
He saw this beautiful place that's so clean. You understand? This unclean spirit found so nice of a spot that not only did he want to move in, keep going. What did he say?
Come. Then goeth he and take it with himself 7 other spirits more wicked than himself. More wicked than himself, man. He takes 7 more spirits that are more wicked than himself.
That's why, man, I used to hear brothers say all the time, man, when you leave the I.S.U.P.K, you're going to turn into an LGBTQ ally. You know what I'm saying? Because you may not have done that before, but because you cleaned yourself up when you came into the UPK, you cleaned yourself up, and now you leave that unclean spirit coming back with 7 more mighty than him. You understand? So now you doing some stuff that you blowing rods somewhere. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because you left the truth, man. Because you left. That unclean spirit was looking for somewhere. And he found you when you left. You left his protection, man. You understand? You left the protection of the I.S.U.P.K. You understand? Keep going.
And they entered in and dwelled there.
Uh-huh.
And the last state of that man is worse than the first.
Right.
Even so shall it be also unto this wicked generation.
And that's what you fighting right now. That's what you fighting, man. You fighting people that got these wicked, evil spirits on them. You understand? Unclean spirits on them. That's what you fighting, man. You fighting that. And how do you fight that unclean spirit? How do you fight that? By keeping the law, statutes, and commandments, man. You understand? By coming to class, man. You understand? By coming to by coming to class and by coming to, you feel me, coming to the feast days, by coming to camp, by coming to all the events that we're doing, man. That's how you fight those unclean spirits, man. You understand? That's how you fight them. And by getting those people to come here. You feel me? Your rib was to come into the school and be able to fight this, man. She would be able to know who she can get some counsel from. You know what I'm saying? Your children would know who they can get some counsel from. They would be able to learn the wisdom that's not taught in this world. That's rejected by this world, man. The world rejects what the I.S.U.P.K teach. Huh? The world rejects that, man. You know what I mean? They look at what we got going on and they say, you know what? What they brothers talking about don't make no damn sense. And I don't want to follow. You know what I'm saying? Like I look at it as my slave, bro. That's like I look at the people that they look up to, and they say like, man, this brother got it together. He got his mind on point. But then you look at the brother, you'd examine him through the world. He look good. You know what I'm saying? Bro got a real. He got kids. He got one wife. You know what I'm saying? He ain't got multiple wives. He ain't cheating on them. You know what I'm saying? He got kids in there. You know what I'm saying? He got you feel me? He got a car. He got a nice job. He got a 401k. From the world, he got it together. But then you listen to what the brother said, talking about. And he's talking about, man, we got to get Trump out of office, man. We can't let Trump get in there. We got to keep Biden in there. Fool, you can't keep this. Yeah, that's not going to save you. You know what I'm saying? Having Trump and Biden in office ain't going to save you, black man. You know what I mean? By, you know what I'm saying, celebrating the 4th of July. We just celebrated the 4th of July, right? The world did anyway, not us. But what happened is, they talk about, oh, we got to celebrate the 4th. We got to celebrate this. We got to go. I got to fire some fireworks for my kids. Bro, that don't make sense, man. How is that wisdom? But when you tell them, hey, man, you know what I mean? I'm not finna celebrate the 4th. I don't want nothing that got pork in it. I don't want nothing that got shrimp, crab, and lobster, man. They look at you like you crazy. But you know what? I love it. I love it when they do me like that, man. You know what I'm saying? I love it when they do that because now I know that I'm rejected by society. I'll be accepted by Christ. You know what I'm saying? I'll be rejected by my family, but I'm going to be accepted by Christ, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to die to the world. That don't mean nothing. But I'm going to be accepted by the Most High God. I want to be found worthy of him. And the only way you're going to get that is by keeping these laws. The only way you're going to get that is by coming to class, by doing what the Lord told us to do, man. You know what I'm saying? Not being selfish and not being disgusting, man. You know what I'm saying? Looking out for your brother, man. You understand? That's how you become worthy of the Most High God, valuable to the Most High. You understand? Y'all got any questions? You got anything you want to add to it, True? Drop that. Let's go to 2 Corinthians 6 and 16. Because this is what we want, man. This is the lifestyle we want, man. This is the lifestyle that we want, man. You understand? To be found, what's the word I'm looking for? Accepted by the Most High God. You want to be found accepted, approved. You understand? But he ain't going to accept you or approve you if you're not fitting his requirements. But this is what we want to read that about the show.
This is the book of 2 Corinthians chapter 6, verse 16. And what agreement have the temple of God with idols?
What agreement has the temple of God with idols, man? That cross you wear around your neck, that's an idol, man. That what's that palm? I don't even know what the palm is. I say the ark, the Buddha thing, or whatever, the Taoism or whatever it is, whatever it is, whatever that little palm is you wear on your chest, you think that's valuable. That's nothing, man. That's an idol, man. You understand? That ankh that you wear around your neck, that's an idol, man. Those things are idols, man. But you want to wear them because you don't know who you are. You don't know that this is your heritage, black man. This is your heritage. This ain't no 6-point star, man. This is a Dawada. You got to know what this is, man, because this is your culture. This is your heritage. You speak the Lashawan Kodash. Yahabashim Al-Shah Rakatah. That's the Lashawan Kodash. That's the holy tongue. You understand? That's your culture. The other things that's out here, these are idols, man. And read it again, Baba Shah.
Oh, God. And what agreements have the temple of God with idols?
What agreement have the temple of God with idols, man? What agreement can there be? Keep going.
For ye are the temple of the living God.
It says we are the temple of the living God. That's who we are. You understand? We the ones that the Lord has chosen to put his name on. Yasha Allah. You know what I'm saying? We the ones that he chose to love above all nations, man. We the ones that he chose to say, I want to be with these. I'm going to be with these because these are my chosen people. You understand? Read it. Keep going.
Oh, come. And God has said, I will dwell in them. And walk in them. And I will be their God. And they shall be my people.
And they shall be my people, man. This is what the God did, man. This is what the Most High God said, man. That these are going to be his people, man. That blacks, Hispanics, and natives are going to be his people. But what do? We reject the law. We reject the law and try to accept this white Jesus, man. This white Jesus named Caesar Borgia, man. You accept him. Hey, shalom to the chat, man. Shalom to Pashra, man. Good to see you, Officer in the Pashra. Like, good to see you, warrior. Good to see you in here, man. But yeah, so what agreement is it with the temple of God, man? We are the temple of God. God chose us, man. He chose us to be his people, man. He looked at us and he put his name on us. But yet, and still, we accept these people. We want to be like the white man. We want to be like these oppressors, man, because we think these oppressors have a better way than our God. You think these people got no better than our God? These people don't even know how to tie their shoes. Listen, I'm telling you, we look at these oppressors as if they're intelligent. I deal with the ones that call themselves intelligent and they are not. You understand? These people don't know anything, man. And I can see why the Lord chose us. You understand? I see why he chose us, because when he looks at us, you see flavor, man. You see season, man. You understand? And it ain't nothing that we did. This is how the Lord made us, man. You understand? There's nothing that we've done to why the Lord chose us. But you can see it's a clear difference in us and everybody else, man. But you want to join yourself to them. You want to join yourself to these wicked nations, man. These wicked nations ain't got nothing for you, and they're not going to have anything for you, man. You understand? These folks is going to destroy you, as they've already done, man. You understand? All right. Keep reading, Baba Shah.
Verse 17. Wherefore, come out from among them and be ye separate, says the Lord.
And be ye separate, man. We're supposed to come out from among these people and be separate. This is in the New Testament, huh? This is in the New Testament. The testament that your Christian pastor loves so dearly, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm right, officer. Yeah, I'm right, officer in the Pashra. We were at the signet of our King Christ's throne, not the murder weapon of our Savior. Damn right. You know, this is not a murder weapon like you have on your Christian cross, man. You understand? This is our King's throne. This is the rulership that Christ came in. And this is the one that continues. You understand? This is the one we're trying to have, man. You understand? It says, come out from among them and be ye separate, man. We got to be separate from these people. We got to be separate from them. Keep going.
Say the Lord. And touch not the unclean thing.
Right.
And I will receive you.
It says to touch not the unclean thing, man. These other nations unclean to me. I don't want nothing to do with them. I don't want nothing to do with them. If I can't get no money out of them, I can't get no resources out of them, I don't want nothing to do with them. You understand? These folks is unclean to me. You understand? It's more than just pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster for me. Celebrating Christmas is unclean. You understand? These things are unclean. Doing the things that the Lord told us not to do is unclean. You understand? Those things are unclean. And the Most High said he's going to receive us if we don't touch these things. If we completely sever ourselves from these other nations. You understand? We got to sever from these other nations. Keep going.
And ye shall be my sons. No, so I can. And will be a father unto you. And ye shall be my sons and daughters, saith the Lord Almighty.
Saith the Lord Almighty. He's going to be a father to us. He's going to be a father to us, man. He will be our father. Ain't that what you're looking for? You're looking for a leader. You're looking for somebody that can take care of you and show you the way to power, show you a way to justice for the wrong that has been done to us. Aren't you looking for something? Well, the Most High God said he will be our father. And we will be his sons and daughters. Don't you know there's nothing I won't do for my children? You understand? When it comes to the worldly, of course. You know, I ain't gonna eat pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster, celebrate birthdays and Christmas, and none of that. You understand? But when it comes to dying for my child, giving my life for my child, there's nothing I won't do for my child, man. You understand? There's nothing I won't do for my child if they need. And the Most High said he's gonna do the same thing. He will give us everything in his power. And the Lord is way more powerful than any human being on this earth. You understand? The Lord said he will be our father, and we will be his sons and daughters, man. But what you got to do? Drop that, go to James chapter 1 and verse 12. What we got to do, man? What do we have to do to get that power? What do we have to do to get access to this power? What do we have to do to be called righteous and honorable to the Lord, man? We already know you got to keep these laws, statutes, commandments. We already know we can't eat pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster. I've been telling you that all class. But how do you access that power? How do you say, okay, I want to be a son and daughter of the Most High God? What do I need to do? You understand? I want the Lord to be on my side as I fight my demons. You understand? What do we have to do? You got that word? All right, read that.
This book of James chapter 1 verse 12.
James chapter 1 and verse 12. Keep going.
Blessed is the man that endured temptation.
You got to endure temptations. This is what you got to do, man. You got to endure temptation. Temptation gonna come all the time. Temptation gonna come. If it ain't coming to you, just cool out. It's coming. You understand? That temptation is gonna come, and that temptation is gonna try to keep you from going to camp. It's gonna try to keep you from going to class. It's gonna try to keep you from doing the work of the Lord. You know you're supposed to be following the order, but you don't want to follow that order because you got something else to do. You got this to do. You got to go do. That's a demon, bro. That's a demon. And that demon is trying to keep you from being the utmost perfect man that you are. Purge yourself of that and follow that order. Purge yourself of that. That's why we wear this all black, man, because we have to purge ourselves to the world, man. You understand? We got to purge ourselves and be right. You understand? And be found righteous. You understand? You got to purge yourself of that. Let's say, read it again, word.
Oh, God. This is the book of James, chapter 1, verse 12. Blessed is the man that endured temptation.
Right.
For when he is tried.
For when he is tried. If you endure that temptation, man, you understand? It's coming. If you can endure that and continue to carry out that order, continue to do exactly what you're supposed to do, if you can endure that temptation. For when you are tried, what?
He shall receive the crown of life.
It says you're going to receive a crown of life, man. You're going to receive a crown of life. Don't you want power? Don't you want authority? Don't you want rulership? How else are you going to get that power, authority, and rulership? Unless you endure these temptations, man. Unless you endure these trials, man. These trials are in front of you, man. All this is a trial, man. We just read it earlier. The weapons of our warfare are not carnal, man. The things that keep us from doing what we're supposed to do, it's just a demon, man. It's just an unclean thing, an unclean spirit trying to keep you from doing what the Lord has for you to do. But if you can endure that temptation, if you can carry out that order, even though you got to do it, no matter what it takes, man, no cowards and no excuses. If you can do that, you're going to receive the crown of life, man. You're going to receive that crown of life. Keep going.
The Lord hath promised.
Read that with power, huh?
Which the Lord hath promised to them that love him.
It says, which the Lord hath promised to them that love him. You understand? This is how you get the crown of life. This is how you get that. You don't get the crown of life no other way, man. There's no other route to getting power, man. You got to endure temptation. You have to endure tough things, man. You're going to have to suffer in this life. We're going to have to suffer, man. It ain't going to be an easy route, man. Being in the I.S.U.P.K is not an easy route, man. If you want an easy route, go get the Christian church, man. Go join your Christian pastor, man. You understand? If you want an easy route, go do that. But this right here, this is a hard route. And out of this hard route get hard men, man. Out of this rough route gets rough men. Out of this tough route, tough road gets tough men. You got to endure this, man. You got to suffer through some things, man. You understand? But if you can endure that, you're going to get that crown of life, man. You'll get that crown of life. But with that, man, that's all I got, man. You got them security announcements, do you? I'll give you a minute. Look, man, y'all stay tuned, man. We got a lot of stuff coming out, man. You know what I'm saying? I know y'all on the I.S.U.P.K. Alabama, man. Make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe. I'll pull it at the banner at the bottom. You understand? Like, share, and subscribe to I.S.U.P.K. Alabama on all social media outlets now. You understand? Right now. Subscribe right now, man. You understand? Go follow us on TikTok. Go follow us on Instagram. Go follow us on YouTube. Follow us on Twitter, which is not X. Facebook, of course. Find us out there, man. Go find us out, man. Follow us out there, man. You understand? Oftentimes, I'm dropping heavy videos almost 3-4 times a week right now. I don't know. I can't keep count, man. You know what I'm saying? You understand? We got videos coming out almost every day, man. Go check us out. Like them. Share the videos, man. Help us push this truth, man. You understand? It don't cost you nothing to like a video and share a video, man. It don't cost you nothing. So help out the truth, man. Let's push these videos, man. Let's push this truth, man. All right, you got to go past class. Truth will not talk to die.
We are the I.S.U.P.K. Start out 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Rules for the new brothers and sisters. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to shed themselves of the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There's another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After the 6-month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is the commandments. Numbers chapter 18, verse 21. Malachi chapter 3, verse 8 through 10. Means tenth in the Hebrew. Ma'ashara. 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord give you. Give to the treasury department or teacher priest fund. Free will offering for priests, not mandatory. Whatsoever amount you would like upcoming holy convocations.
I don't know the next one. I think it's blowing the trumpets in October or something.
Blowing the trumpet?
I think so. But you keep going. You got to go.
Announce the holy convocation from sheep. Remind Akim and Akawa to check the bulletin board in the hallway. If anyone wants to be a trooper in the school, to start wearing all black, boot, shirt, pants, headband, and scarf.
All right, let's do this out.
Men of Israel, Ma Shabbat, Amazon, Barak,
Yahweh, Shimel, Shah,
Mazbatal. One courtesy salute to the sister. Men of Israel, Barak, Amazon, Barak, Shabbat, Amazon, Barak,
Yahweh Shemar, Lathan, by Shimel, Shah.
Yahweh Shema, Hashem, Yahweh Shema, Hashem, Yahweh Shah. Mazbatal, class dismissed.
Yeah, I'm right. Sweat.